We usually say that journey is the best part of the whole destination, and that's the most enjoyable part. But ironically, that wasn't the case with me. My destination was way more pleasing than my whole journey. Though, all the way I was made a person that I used to look upon myself to become one day. Cancer. The first thought that comes after hearing this word is death. That's nothing new. But believe me, when I first heard it in relation to me, my first thought was that a big fight was on its way. What do we do when we have some headache and common fever? We generally take some painkillers or antibiotics to suppress them. What can a child of 12 be up to that he has been getting weaker, lazier, and careless? Maybe he's just getting influenced by something, or maybe it's something worse. The same happened to me when I was an aspiring kid from class 8th. Some headaches, a few episodes of vomiting, and my mother noticed a drastic change in my behavior because a child of that age is usually full of energy and I specifically wanted to do nothing. After a constant mild headache on the back of my head, we certainly thought that we need to consult a doctor. It was very clear during the scan procedure that there was a very big brain tumor inside my medulla and I would need immediate medical attention with it. You know, they say the doctors are the real God. I found my God during this period and I still pray to Him. He is the religion that I follow. Well, who knew how things were going to change for me from the next day? My neighbors, and that too that were not too close, came out and helped if they were not my relatives but my own parents. I still remember it was Gandhi Jayanti and the doctor were called over special appointment for me and two more patients, and when he explained the severity of the case, the earth shook beneath my parents' feet. The case was called medulloblastoma and it was a brain tumor that had to be removed by undergoing a surgery procedure. The complications possible for the surgery were very extreme and I could have landed in some major problem in 90% probability. But wait a minute. The twist stands where I am not that 90% probability kid. I went on the surgery table with a very smiling face, condoling my parents not to cry about it. I have had some funny chat with surgeon before I remember I went unconscious. I woke up around 2 days later with a severe ache in my neck due to lying in the same position and having a constant feeling of nausea. The warrior had been strong and his body came back the way as it went inside, but just without the tumor. The first thing that I of course wished to see were my parents as the warrior had emerged victorious. Where one fight was over, a whole war was yet to start, and that was the detection of the tumor that it was malignant or cancerous. The news was like thunder on our heads, but since I was a kid from the recent generation, instead of getting depressed about it, optimism was the path that I chose. We struggled through multiple hospitals to choose the place where my fight was to be fought. Rajiv Gandhi Cancer Hospital and Research Center is my holy temple and the doctors at Pediatric Oncology Center were my deities. My treatment for the next few months was conducted in Department of Pediatric Oncology of Rajiv Gandhi Cancer Institute. It all started where the tests were taken again and it was found that I had grade 4 medulloblastoma with a high risk. Truly speaking, that word seems quite demotivating, but it has a separate story which I'll discuss later. A whole treatment plan was made with a combination of 30 radiotherapy sessions and 10 major chemotherapy sessions. The hospital was going to my second home for the next 1.5 years, and I was going to play my second innings over there. The journey started with the interaction with a radiotherapy specialist and him deciding a plan. The plan for 30 radiotherapies was made and it was to start ASAP. But the caravan was never made to stop and I completed my therapy over a period of 2 months. The taste buds had started to go dead and my hair strength was losing its almighty. But instead of getting depressed about it, I planned on not focusing on them and got them all clean shaved. I had some really great sessions in the radio department where I made some great friends with doctor. The first phase of the fight was very much over, but the second stage of light chemo began and my condition started getting worse. Since the light chemo used to be in daycare centers, I built some quite interactive sessions during the time. An initiative by an NGO approached me during the sessions to ask me what I wanted to have, and since I particularly did not wanted anything, I demanded an iPod which my sister had been asking for long. The major phase of the treatment was now to begin, and it was to be undergone via admitting in rooms for around a week. The medicine used to be very heavy, and my father took very intensive care of me during that period. He had to ensure the quantity of outlet of fluids of the body and that I stay healthy overnight after my chemo sessions. A chemo port was inserted for easy insertions of medicines in my body. Since the medicines are very heavy, I lost a lot of weight and was around 26 kg at one point of time. Since I was unable to eat easily, a Ryle's tube or a food pipe was inserted and I was given food through it. Though the situation was difficult, I never lost my willpower because I am very sure that it's the only major thing that is going to keep me alive. The discharge summary used to have this word, high risk, that I asked my doctor to remove and use only among themselves because it had a negative impact. Around a year and a quarter after my diagnosis, my treatment was over and I emerged as a conqueror. The journey was like an impacting lesson on life which brought a lot of burden on my parents' shoulders, both financially and mentally. But this treatment gave out a totally different individual that what went in. I used to counsel other kids and their parents who used to get depressed about this chronic disease. This treatment brought me a little closer to my family. The true and the very important meaning of my life went into my head. The daily small struggles are just a simple part of it, and we cannot just grow them over so they can impact us. A free mind is very much needed, and if we have positive approach towards life, it is as good as choosing the right path. After treatment, I became one of the brightest students by scoring great marks in succeeding classes and even topping my class 12th exams. Today, I am studying in an IIM, a college of national importance, and have already made a good prospect growth for my better future. One thing we must learn that all bad things that happen in life can teach you something good. Just grab that good firmly and look how you skyrocket in your life and achieve all your aspirations.